Okay, so when evaluating the problem of the patient being left unattended in the radiology department hallway, the root causes identified really revolve around the transportation process. The root causes included one, that the nurse was too busy personally to transport the patient to the radiology department, two, that the nurse wasn't notified by the transportation team that the patient was going to be leaving the unit, and three, that there was no other nurse available to transport the patient. I came up with two solutions to help this problem. Solution number one really includes changing the policy and procedure of how a patient leaves and returns to a unit. A policy should be created to mandate that every time a patient is either arriving to the unit or departing the unit, that the primary nurse is notified. Patient safety is at risk if the primary nurse doesn't know where their patient is at a given time. Another policy change would be to implement a handoff report that would be done prior to the patient's departure or arrival to a unit. And so a handoff report would be given to the individual or department that would be assuming care of the patient. The second solution would be to create and implement a ticket to ride form, and this ticket to ride form would be used every time a patient leaves or returns to the unit, whether they're going for just like a test or procedure, or they're transferring altogether to a different unit. A ticket to ride form would be a one-page document that would include the patient's name, their code status, any allergies that they have, their diagnosis, their oxygen status, their recent vital signs, and any other pertinent history or relevant information to that patient at that time. And most importantly, the ticket to ride form would include the time that the patient is leaving the unit and the time that they arrived to the unit, and the nurse would have to sign or initial next to that time to basically show that they are aware that the patient left or arrived to the unit. So those are my two solutions to this problem. Thank you.